mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban Excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Yo, what's good? Welcome to another episode of the Urban X podcast. We are back in the building.
Peace. We are in the building, ready to give you the business.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for joining. We appreciate y'all.
We really, really do, as always.
Yeah.
You heard?
Yeah. Somebody just said we helped them get through their week. We appreciate that.
We appreciate that
Because that's really what we like to do.
That's really that's the goal, is to come together twice a week. We can talk about what's going on.
Yeah.
We can have a laugh every now and then.
Yeah.
Spread some information. It's our community that we're building.
Mm-hmm.
And we try to involve you as much as possible.
For sure.
What it is that we do. Hong Kong in the house? Okay.
Harlem in the building.
Okay, I see you, Les. Les in the building. Leslie early. Okay, she in the building early.
Boogie down. Thank you.
Denver in the effing building.
Yeah, man.
Believe land.
Cheers from LA, the land.
London.
All right, guys.
Get this roll call. Raleigh in the building.
Baldwin.
NC.
That's Long Island?
What they say?
Baldwin?
I'm not sure, but they in the building.
Yeah.
Finally off from work. Appreciate that. Peace, divine, feminine, divine, masculine. Absolutely. Cheers from LA.
Chi-Town. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you for joining us. We love the roll call because that really just shows our reach.
Yes.
My mother don't believe me that people everywhere watch us. So
Oh.
I'll be having to show her yo, look,
here it is. And we all over the place.
She does believe me. I'm just
Yeah,
joking.
yeah.
So what's up, man? How was your week?
Week was great. I just saw you
Yeah, okay.
a few days ago.
But
I know. I'm only messing with
thank
you.
you.
Week was great, man. Looking forward to some football with Eli, over the weekend. Looking forward to doing my first live, my first Instagram live tomorrow.
Yes. What time?
About 9 o'clock.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's going to get it popping. So if you haven't subscribed to us or follow us on Instagram.
UrbanX_NYC.
UrbanX_NYC. I'm going to be up there answering questions.
Yeah.
We put up a HULC last night.
Yes, we did.
People appreciate that.
Yes, they did.
And I want to be able to create a new, live audience and just answer people's questions live. Things of that nature.
Yeah, I spoke to the people in our Urban Excellence group on Facebook. It's a private group. See, it's two different groups. It's an Urban X group. That's what we do here.
Right.
And our, podcast lives that go up on there as well. Then there's the Urban Excellence group where I'm trying to just foster that community where they just want to share positive news, what they're doing, stuff other people are doing.
Like an empowerment group.
Yes, I'm just trying to do that because I think it's needed. You know what I mean? And I asked them what they want to see, and they told me their feedback. And I'm going to start going live strictly for them.
Oh, clap that up.
I'm not sure the scheduling yet, but I'm going to start doing that.
Listen. We need to create our own Clubhouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Where we know everybody in there. Because they wildin', man. I heard Mano and Joe Buttons got at it today.
No, that was a planned versus.
Oh, that was a planned versus.
Yeah.
Oh, on Clubhouse.
On Clubhouse, yeah. But apparently, and this is, I don't know if this is verified or not, but apparently Joe, who else? There was a few other people bullied some doctor into a suicide attempt.
I heard about that.
Yeah, they wilding on there, bro. Like, and the how fast things are going on Clubhouse compared to what happens on Twitter is even more interesting.
Could this be another government distraction?
That too.
You know what I mean? You know, we get fascinated with these new toys that they roll out.
Yeah.
And you know, it baffles me because it's no different than me tweeting something to you, but now you get to hear my voice.
Yeah, exactly.
And niggas is excited.
The only thing about Clubhouse that confuses me is that these people create rooms. They create their own rooms about stuff that they are proficient in or like they're experts in, and we can't. How do we know that? Because I've walked into some rooms where they just spreading complete misinformation about stuff, and I'm just like, who are you to be talking about this to 300 people?
Yeah. Well, then don't go into their Clubhouse.
True. That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's what it's called. It's called a Clubhouse for the people who.
That is a fact.
You know, and I'm not gonna knock it because you know we're in a different kind of Clubhouse here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people find joy in that, then go for it. I just know it's all a super duper distraction now.
Facts.
And because of a super duper distraction, our lives have been geared around it now.
Yeah.
Well, we can't so-called live without it. Right? Somebody said we need to go back to the lecture era where you had to be in the building.
Yeah.
Now that was a real Clubhouse.
Is your attention span like even you used to teach some of those courses?
Yeah.
Is your attention span even up for that?
Not anymore.
Exactly.
I don't have 8 hours.
Exactly.
My first lecture I did was 7 hours. And I never even got to my notes. So that was me trying to replicate what the elders, you know, how they taught. So my stamina was a little different than it is now. This generation got 20 minutes.
Dude.
And shit, you better get what you got to get off in 10.
Dude.
Or we moving down the dial to somebody else.
I used to get fidgety in those seats.
Like,
Come on, man.
Facts.
Get to it.
And then Phil will come out with his you know dissertation before his lecture. This yellow manila envelopes, and it'll be an hour of him telling you what the lecture's gonna be about.
Yo, he told me, my pops, when he made me go to a Phil lecture, I was young. And the deal was, if I went to the lecture, like he would give me like some new toy. I forgot what it was, right?
It was a game, video
game or something, right? And I remember saying, like, I remember being at Phil's lecture for like 3 hours, and then Phil goes, "All right, but we're gonna get to that much later." I'm like, "Get to later?
Yeah.
It's 8 o'clock."
And then Bobby would do hard copy.
Yeah.
Before he even got to the lecture.
Yeah.
He would do a hard copy for about 2 hours, just telling you what's going on. And then he would do a libation. The libation would be 20 minutes. Easy.
Yeah, I remember.
And then we get into the lecture. You know. Peace family, can't wait to see you and Griff.
People saying they didn't come up on our notifications. We figured.
Yeah, you know, it's called shadow banning.
Yeah, we figured. So subscribe to the blog, and I sent out notification to our email list that we were live, and it links directly back here. So subscribe to that because, you know, these things happen and we have to find ways to counter.
And if you know we on Monday and Thursday. You know it's going to be 9-ish. So just kind of be checking and shit. You know, it's 9:15, 9:18, but it's going to be within that time. You know what I mean?
Facts.
What's up with the 85 South show?
I'm not really too familiar with them.
Who's that?
With DC Young Fly.
I'm not really too familiar with them.
They were on Wildin' Out with Nick Cannon.
Oh, okay. And then they spun off.
No, remember Nick Cannon lost the show.
Oh, right.
They actually offered them to take over, and they said, "Nah, not without Nick." So I kind of,
I appreciated that. Yeah.
Matter of fact, you remember they had the guy Akeem Hill. Akeem.
Young Goldie said he got his stemmy. Y'all niggas calm down. Like he said, yours is coming. Calm down, niggas.
That's funny.
Damn.
That's funny.
What you saying, young
Bro,
son?
remember the song I put you on to, the pimp song?
Kareem.
Yeah, so they had him on, and that was who they had on.
Oh, okay, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you saw that.
I watched that show.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
The song I'm rocking with now was What? Y'all niggas said something. You broke niggas said something. Who sing that song? What? You broke niggas said something.
Yes. You took a money bag, yo.
Yeah, money bag, yo. That's my shit. And
It don't go like that at all.
What? You broke niggas said something? Like what y'all niggas talking about? That's my shit.
Oh, that's funny.
That's my shit. And I give credit where credit is due, you know.
Yeah, no, that's what. No.
Like your man Mike Harlow got some new shit. Zach Harlow.
Yeah.
And listen, I told you I rocked with that. What's popping?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Found out he's white.
Yeah, until I found out he was white.
Yo, his album was pretty good.
And then I told people that's the worst song you could ever listen to.
That's funny.
Then I heard the remix.
Yeah.
And it had Lil Wayne and Baby on it.
Yeah.
Now I like the shit again. Yeah. Shit is hot again. You should listen to it. And he's got another joint out. I hate to say it, but shit sound nice.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah. Well,
that was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Moneybagg. Yo,
you broke nigga sesame.
He's one of those rappers that grew on me out of nowhere. I'm just like, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
But let's get into it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
All right. So, big news this week is the second presidential impeachment.
Yes.
They're working to impeach Donald Trump again for the second time. First time in American history that has happened.
He don't get impeached once. He gets impeached twice.
Yeah. So they're moving like really, really fast to do this because they want it so he doesn't get all those benefits of a previous president. The CIA protection for life, the $200,000 pension.
Now, do you think that's fair? Forget the Trump. You think a president, first of all, a president who did 4 years, you voted him in because the results were not what you wanted them to be. Should all of his protection be taken away?
No, so they're making it. If you notice what's happening, all the news was happening. They're making it so after he leaves office, like they're trying to bury him.
Yeah,
right.
I understand.
So like banks are coming out saying that they're gonna stop working with him. And if you know the way he made his money off a lot of debt, and how he leverages his debt to build his hotels, and that's the real basis around his wealth.
Right.
So banks is coming out saying they're not working with him. The NYPD or New York City specifically, they're trying to cut all contracts with Trump organizations
because they have golf courses and some
golf
other things,
courses, hotels, all of that stuff. And this impeachment. So again, like I said, they're trying to bury him. So I've read the 48 Laws of Power.
Yes.
I forget which law it was, but it said to crush your enemy totally. I get it, right? That's what the Democrats are doing. Y'all won. We getting you out of here. And we had to sit back for 4 years and basically, go through everything you put us through. We're getting you out of here, and we're about to spit on you at this point. Right?
Absolutely. Now, I didn't mean that in a personal sense.
No, again.
If I was the CEO of a company and I'm forced to step down, I do get my benefits.
Facts. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of these, you be like, police officers kill niggas.
Yeah.
Pow!
Yeah.
And they get their benefits.
Yeah.
So I was asking for a president who, the first president in the last maybe 50 years, where we're not at war with another country.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no wars going on outside of the country. And most of the stuff we know is fabricated inside of the country. I just find that a little weird that they're going to go all the way through with this.
Yeah.
Wow, this is going to create a martyr.
That's what, and I said this earlier in the week. Once I found out that banks are trying to back off, I'm like, now you're messing with the money, right?
Right.
And say what you want, 75 million people voted for him.
Absolutely. That's a lot of people.
And then say what you want, if you counting voter fraud, he got the second most people to vote for him in a presidential election ever this time around.
Right.
Right? So he didn't lose people this time. He even gained more people.
Right.
Right? So you're doing all of this. You're trying to take away his livelihood because before, if you remember, when he was first running for president, the whole thing was, go back to running your hotels.
Yeah,
and
leave
running
us
your
alone.
business. Leave this politics where it needs to be.
Right. To the politicians.
Now y'all trying to take that away from him, and what you're going to do is create a martyr, create somebody his supporters even feel bad for. Like, they're gonna feel bad for a billionaire now.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
How many times have you seen them start a GoFundMe for some regular white person you ain't never heard before,
Right.
who killed a brother, and he get $400,000 for his legal fees, and this is a nobody. I'm trying to get you to see something here.
I think it's gonna cause more division, and I think the threat for violence is just gonna be even greater now.
Go ahead.
Because now, like, when I say cause more division, because now you doing this, they're like, you know, throwing dirt, like they spitting on the grave now. Mm-hmm. All that's doing is making his base angry.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And now they already feel cheated, like you stole the election from them.
Right.
Stop the Steal was trending on Facebook. They had to ban all accounts that were putting that up.
Yes.
And you're going to try to, I don't know, I just don't see this ending well. So this impeachment, I think it's short-sighted. I think it's, you know, you want to run your victory lap around them. I get it, but I think it's, y'all are not seeing the full picture here.
And I'm going to agree, and I'm also going to say this, and I need you to open up your mindset here, because it's all about perception. Like you said, 75 million people. And we're not talking about 75 million hillbillies, right? I'm not talking about knuckle-dragging hillbillies from the trailer park. Mm-hmm. When you look at how many people, or the type of people who were breaching the Capitol, these were Congress people who set it all up.
Yes,
gave them a tour.
Yes, so there was a congresswoman from Jersey said that the day before there were Congress people in the Capitol building giving tours to the public as recognizance.
Right.
And then the next day the siege happened. That's why everybody knew where to go, whose offices was whose.
Right.
That happened. That's
a fact.
That's a fact.
So this is what I want you to understand. In the audience was firefighters, police officers, sons of judges. There are Listen, I need you to understand that this is not. It wasn't a whole bunch of hillbillies out there. We gonna go into the Capitol and we gonna tear that bitch down. There was no. These were police officers helping other police officers, Congress people, lawyers, doctors. So what you understand is there are people inside of the inside who are rocking with Trump. So I need you to understand this. If you watch CNN, they're trying to paint it as this is just an offset of people who are just out of their minds. No, that is not the case. It is everyday people who look like me and you. The person you laying next to may be a Trumpster. And this is why I'm telling you this is dangerous. This is the first time you're going to see an obvious split in America's chink in the armor. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm all with the Republican and Democrat. They put on this show every 4 years, but they're two wings of the same bird, and you just get the illusion that something is going on. This is deeper.
Yeah. Because
this is white on white crime, and it's open, and it's not, again, like I said, the well-to-do, smart, intelligent white people against these Southerners. That's not what's going on. So I don't want you to get the idea. Well, I'm gonna say it again. Doctors, lawyers, Congress people.
Remember, somebody from New York, he was a train conductor, right?
Yes. This is people of all walks of life. All walks of life. So it's hard to identify who was a so-called Trumpster. They are getting ready to turn this man into a martyr. All right, so I need you to understand, by them doing this and messing with his. Now, one thing to get him out of office, fine. You niggas put him there. Y'all put him there to oust him, to put on this grand show. And I told you before, they always give us our enemy, right? Yep. But this time they gave us two enemies. They gave us a hidden enemy, which is the virus. You don't know where this nigga at. This nigga might be in the room right now. This nigga everywhere, right? And then they gave you a visible enemy in somebody you can channel your energy toward to say, once January 20th is over, it is the end of the worst cycle we have ever seen from a president. I beg your pardon, about 13 of them were slave owners, right? Like that's just to keep that a being with you, right? So this is the picture they're painting. For the first time ever, we have two hidden enemies. Bush told you that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. He did not. It caused war. You know how many lives was lost in a war that he lied about? He didn't get impeached, or did he? I don't know.
No, he didn't.
Right? Also, on his son's watch, Osama bin Laden knocked down the towers. We now know, anybody with any kind of common sense knows that whole shit.
That was on his watch.
That was on his watch too.
Yeah.
Both of them was on his watch. All right, so he a bad man. Bush is a bad man, right? No impeachment. In all of these presidents talk about what Obama did with the wars that he was causing, the people he was bombing, but because that was foreign, it didn't affect us. We now have an American terrorist.
Basically, yeah.
Domestic terrorism.
Yeah, and
usually they give us an enemy far away, and we know why we gotta spend that money and send our brothers and sisters over there to a foreign land to fight. This is the first real true domestic terrorism, and they're painting this picture for you like I've never seen before. So black people, I'm enjoying watching them bust into white people's houses. I don't know about you. And drag them out in the street. I'm like, that's right. Get his ass.
Yeah.
But on the grand scheme of things, just pay attention. Pay very close attention, because you don't know who you sitting next to, right? It could be a Trumpster, could be this. And then they have different levels of that. They have the Proud Boys, and then you just have regular American folks who are going, yo, nah, I'm rocking with Trump.
So like
deep stuff.
Again, yeah, like you said, like what interested me was, again, all the cops, off-duty cops, fired people. In Brooklyn, there was the son of a Supreme Court judge who was arrested for, his involvement in all of that.
An Olympic, 5-time Olympic swimmer.
So what that tells me is that, and we talked about this during leading up to the election, because we talked about all these people who talk like they're against Trump, but in private vote for him, right? You are by yourself in that booth. These are people in their homes who feel the way they feel, but they have an obligation to quote unquote protect you. These are cops,
yes,
who probably feel the way. So you're going to steal this election from this guy and then bury him. Now I'm upset at how this turned out. I'm a cop now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or
I'm a judge. I'm a federal judge. I can do whatever the hell I. So
yes,
I think, again, like I said, it's just being super short-sighted.
And he has more allies up in the White House than you can imagine.
And not even that. Think about all the just other elites that are not political, right? Behind the scenes that he's probably made a lot of money with.
Yes.
Y'all are affecting them too.
Absolutely. Let's always follow the money. Right?
Yeah.
Always follow the money. There's too many people he's in bed with outside of politics. Remember, this is not a politician. This is a businessman.
So I probably have to take back what I said about the Civil War thing, because this would probably be the only way I can see it. You know what I mean? Like, there's people in the military who rock with Trump.
This is what I'm saying. If you want to know about the unknown, what do you study, Malcolm?
Study the known.
You study the known.
That's a fact.
And we already know it. From Olympic swimmers to Congress people to police officers to the sons of judges to doctors, they rocking with Trump. Right?
Yeah.
So why would I not think people in the military are not rocking with Trump, who have guns, who have secret militia groups,
who have access,
top
level access
to information. So what am I saying? Dot, you keep sounding like you caping for Trump. This is not about Trump. This is about you watching the trickle down effect and how it's going to affect us in any kind of way. Now, if it doesn't, and these are white on white crime, get your popcorn and enjoy the show.
That too.
But if the trickle down effect leads to us somehow, we need to understand who the open enemy is and who they're projecting the open enemy is. Anytime your enemy can tell you who the enemy is and you believe that, you are goofy. Point blank. We always know who our open enemy was, and it's the Caucasian white man and white supremacy and all of that. Now they're telling you, whoa.
They made sense to vote for Joe Biden, who co-authored the 94 crime. Like, they made that make sense to you.
They made that shit and a DA who put more black people in jail,
like, as anybody as the logical way. Yeah, as the logical
and they
answer.
made you They made this man look so bad that you said, man, listen, I'm rocking with that. A 88-year, I don't know how old the fuck he is, who you know is not going to last. You guys was in the streets partying, popping bottles for another white hero. You niggas is goofies. You should know better than that, right? We are supposed to expand our view now, our panoramic view, because it always boils down or comes back to black people somehow, some shape, some way, right? So don't let the Trump stuff distract you. Never let your enemy tell you who the damn enemy is. It should be so blatant to you who your enemy is that anything that they put in front of you, you don't trust any of it. Right? And then that goes beyond color, because a lot of the people look just like us and they're your open enemy too. We're going to speak about that as well.
Ooh, okay.
All right? Because now we got to start peeling back the layers of this, because they always put a buffer of some sort. But this is the first time in this country that I've seen white on white crime. I wasn't around when Kent State the riots took place and people were fighting over Vietnam,
yeah, right.
And you had white people going against white people. I wasn't around for that, or don't remember it, in detail. This is the first time that it's not balled around us directly. It is something else going on in this country, and I'm gonna say it one last time before we move on. This is not cut down the middle, trailer park, hillbillies on this side who are just as poor as black people trying to take over the government. This is intelligent people, right? Intelligent people from all walks of life. 75 million of them voted for Donald Trump. Let that sink in before you start saying this is something we could just gloss over. We should be victorious right now. We should be celebrating while we're watching during the inauguration, because white on white crime is at its worst. What are we going to do with these white people who keep running around?
These thugs.
These
despicable thugs.
Despicable thugs who have no respect for the American way of life, are out fighting, spitting on each other. And this is crazy. Said us Negroes who drink fancy water. This
From
is
our mugs.
From our mugs. This is embarrassing. My God.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's where we are with
Yeah.
it. Anywho,
What do you think happens? Because now they're saying that nobody is going to be allowed at the inauguration.
okay, that benefits them because nobody was going to be there anyway.
I agree.
I'm only looking at. I looked at all of Biden's rallies, and I know it was under the guise of Corona. And if that's the case, watch this. Because people can say now, well, they ain't nobody going to be out there because smart people know it's Corona. Then why are they building those 12-foot fences? Is that to just keep out Trump's people? Because they know Trump's people are in numbers and they're going to come smash this thing. So this is interesting. This is interesting. A new president is being inaugurated or sworn into office under hostile conditions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This is hostile. This is a hostile takeover. Even if you think that Biden won fair and square, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's still going to create a hostile environment to the point where they build in these perimeters around the White House, around the whole lawn, the whole piece.
There's streets in D.C. from what I'm reading that are being closed down already, and like nobody could come, which is just going to be weird.
And watch this. If this was just a few hillbillies,
Right.
they wouldn't need all that.
Yeah.
Just bring the National Guard out, cut these hillbillies off, and let's move on.
What do you even think about the way that the news is discussing the protests that happened? Because for something that happened without guns, without as much shooting as you would expect, I saw somebody saying, I saw a politician say, well, I'm afraid for my life, so this impeachment needs to happen as soon as possible. And I'm just like, yeah, I feel like they're putting extra sauce on this.
That's all game.
Yeah.
All of that's game. You fear for your life.
Yeah.
Because Donald Trump, who used to have cocktails with just 3 goddamn years ago, has turned into this maniac. You know what I'm saying? Who's like Hitler and all that. So all game.
Yeah.
All that shit is game. You know what I mean? Because they're going to. This also is going to lead to new laws in this country that will affect us. So you niggas ain't going to be able to congregate no more without it being something, because they're going to implement they're going to call it the
insurrection law.
Insurrection law of 2021. The January 6th insurrection law has now been implemented due to the congregating of people busting down public buildings. Because now they talking about they got to guard every Capitol building around the United States.
Yeah. Because
a few disgruntled people don't want Biden to become the president. You niggas is crazy.
Yeah. So,
they've already shut down the whole 3rd Street tunnel,
which is the main throughway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you, Leslie. 5 and 6 days before the event, they're gonna stage this. But watch what I said. It's gonna lead to some laws, and they're gonna call it the insurrection of Capitol Hill or something based on that, because that's the way they do. The 9/11 led to the Patriot Act. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
And they're gonna take away more and more of what you perceive to be your freedoms. Yes.
Oh, so speaking of freedom, so the Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, he went on, I forgot where he was, but he kind of defended his decision to ban Trump, and he also acknowledged the fact, which we set up here, that it sets a dangerous precedent because of how it affects freedom of speech, right? So
he admits that.
Yes, he admits that.
Trump is so dangerous.
Right.
He had to do it.
Right.
I just, this man can oh my God. So, yeah, okay, go ahead.
So I was thinking this week, because a lot of people, when we talked about on Monday, we talked about how like we don't own any level of our communication out to the world. So I was saying, like, for the people who think that they're getting on their platform and being revolutionary or fighting their oppressors, I'm like, y'all are really not a blip on the radar if you still have a platform. And that goes for us too.
Yeah, you're goofy. And we said that years ago. You can't be on the white man's computers, on his servers, on his chats, and talking about you free. No. Freedom of speech is now privatized.
Yeah, wow.
Niggas own your freedom of speech.
Yeah.
They already own everything else that you do.
Yeah.
Right? The only freedom of speech you got now is you can go outside on your terrace and say, fuck the police.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. And if that shit reverberate and a few other people hear it, that's right. That's it. That's what you got. That's free.
But if what you saying incites a few people, you'll get arrested for that.
That's what I'm saying. So
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That was free, but it's going to cost you, because you have now, based on the Insurrection Act of January 6th, your words have incited niggas. Right? So all that get on your soapbox, the way Malcolm and them used to do it and shit, and you know what I'm saying? The white man, I charge the white man. Nigga, you going to jail.
Yeah.
They've already said your rhymes now.
Right, that's true too.
Nigga, your rhyme should be freedom of speech.
What about I want to bring people back to a couple of months when the election was just starting and Trump said, I'm not leaving, and Biden said, no, we'll fight to get you out. Like a lot of violent tweets.
I wish I had a quote that had Kamala Harris say something, Pelosi say something. All of these people said something about fighting or storming or doing something, and they were not cited for any violence at all. But they used some new shit with Trump. It's the dog whistle. He say, all right, stand down, stand by. Oh, that's some dog whistle shit. He just sent a code out, to his peoples and shit. And now they have attached him. This is the first time I've seen this shit. Attached him to the Proud Boys, the Klan, anything opposing your obedience to your government. Right? Anything that is opposed, this man is the reason for it. This is some genius shit. I gotta clap this up. The government this shit is brilliant. This shit is brilliant.
In real time.
In real time, these niggas just said, we didn't do nothing to y'all. It's him.
Yeah, even Cuomo said he'll punch him in the face.
Cuomo said that. He said, if I saw him, I'd punch him in the face. Whoa, if those ain't fighting words,
Yeah.
that's on site when I see that. That shit is on site, right?
Yeah.
Nobody said nothing because we know all of our problems is because for the last 4 years, Donald Trump has been the problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Let's go to commercial
Yeah,
break.
we're gonna go to commercial break.
Take a little breather, get a little bit of that water.
Yeah.
All right, we coming right back at you.
Yeah, fuck the shit, flip the script and get it right. Rewrite history, so this time we may get it right. Take the jewels from our elders, rock them and wear them tight. Apply it to your life, and so you're not blinded of your sight. It's taken by the white man, cause it's blacks who fight. And we taught that we angry and mad just out of spite. But we too grumpy black men, tired of the lies given to the kid in their lifetime. Real eyes, realize, never fly by me, by we the people, how are we? If we treat it like the dirt beneath our feet, why we trees waiting to grow up, filled with knowledge, but whoever show us, the names is Bobby Meeting on the seat. We'll bring your mind and show you things you thought you never see. Just be open-minded, take a listen and you will see just how much truth and knowledge a black man can really speak.
Welcome to LOV Studios, an extraordinary channel. The only channel of its kind. We have conversations with Leslie with various perspectives of the social experience across generations. This is a complete programming experience. Let's See with Leslie Olabisi, bringing you my ratings to films, series, and podcasts from around the world. We feature food, fashion, real reviews, unboxings of sneakers, AV equipment, and so much more. Prefer to listen? Unboxing with Leslie, voiceover tech talk, not a sneakerhead, and select titles are on the new Love Studios podcast on Anchor FM. I'm bringing insiders across all industries. Leslie O is a host unlike any other. Join me on my journey as a voiceover boss in my upcoming documentary about my time with Dame Dash.
One episode about your days with
Love
Dame.
Studios, now on Anchor FM.
And we're back.
We're back.
Back from commercial break. Shouts out to all those black-owned businesses. Don't forget to support.
As always, show your support.
We appreciate all you guys' support.
All you guys'.
All you guys'. I made that up.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah, I did.
All you guys' support overall for what we do. We really appreciate it. I can't say that enough. I'm still waiting for Leslie to call me for an interview. I think I'm not big enough yet, so
And
I gotta wait for Leslie to put the call in and say, Black Dot, you are now big enough to be on her show.
so for the people who are just getting in, they're saying that their notifications didn't come through. So like I said, subscribe to the blog at urbanx.nyc, and then we'll send out an email directly to you when we're going live. So just in case YouTube tries to act funny.
And yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
And that's a prime example.
That's a very prime example.
Prime example of what we're talking about.
Yes.
Because you know how they do.
I do.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So remember Trump gave the CIA 180 days to disclose everything they had on UFOs.
On the UFOs, yeah.
So apparently about 2,000 pages got declassified. Stuff dating all the way back to 1970s that revealed mysterious objects that were analyzed by the chief scientists and things like that. The dossier with more than 700 files of unidentified area phenomena. That's the word they use.
Yeah. Now, when they say declassified, do they declassify and they still run those black lines through everything?
They do.
So how's that declassified?
Yeah.
That's the thing that be bugging me out. You're giving me something to read and I can't make anything of it.
Yeah, basically.
That's crazy. So what's the latest on this? What have we learned about these documents that we didn't know already was going on in this country or around the world?
Well, if you remember, like I said, the 1970s. So a lot of people have said that they've seen things going back years, and
as far back as Roswell, 1945 or something.
Right. And then they were, dubbed as crazy or conspiracy theorists and things like that. So this is kind of just confirming some of those stories as well, and confirming that there are things out there that they don't know what the hell
that they can't explain. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that I didn't go through all 2,000 pages. It's on what website? The Black Vault website.
Black Vault website.
Yeah, it's 3,000 pages, and some stuff is blacked out. So declassified with an asterisk next to it.
So as we get closer to, I'm assuming they'll release the real stuff the closer they get to the deadline or so.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
That,
in preparation for what we may see.
True.
Coming. All right. We've had a foreign enemy. We've had a domestic enemy. Now we need a galactic enemy. Unless you think they spent $700 billion on something that don't exist, called the Space Force. You don't even need to be a genius to go, something is going on here. Either they're prepping us for the next phase of where they want us to go in our collective consciousness, or they're preparing for what they already know is coming. One of the two. You know what I mean? You don't build a $750 billion space and call the shit the Space Force and have the symbol look like Star Trek.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. The Space Guardians.
The Space Guardians, right? They're calling the shit the Space Guardians.
Yeah.
Unless now I'm gonna get my shoulder ready. All right. You know what I'm saying? So unless all of this stuff exists inside of our minds and we keep manifesting this shit in real time, right? So watch this.
Yeah, I'm following. I'm trying to follow.
So somebody created Star Trek.
Okay.
Where the fuck did they get that idea from? True. And out of Star Trek, we saw flip phones.
Right.
FaceTime.
Yeah.
All of these things. So by placing it inside of our consciousness, inception, do we then actually manifest that shit at a future time? This is what I'm saying. So all of this, if all is mental, then everything you see existing at this moment is in the mind of somebody else.
I'll have what he's having.
Think about this shit.
I'll have what he's having.
Think about this shit. None of these diseases existed until they told us they existed. Then what did we do?
So germs and none of that existed.
None of that shit exists. How? Sway, how? They told you last year around this time.
Yeah.
Watch this shit. Last year around this time, they said the most deadliest disease we have ever seen could be emerging.
Yeah.
To the point where we're going to need, you know what I'm saying? We've never seen a virus like this.
Yeah.
Right? And they put that shit in your mind, and now we're dealing with the shit that came out of somebody else's mouth.
Side note, I got the Apple News app, right? So there was an article that said debunking all of the coronavirus deaths conspiracy or something around that. And it said that the way to know that these deaths are really COVID deaths, and the number one way they put was the death certificate. This is a scientific journal.
Wait. So scientific journal said, because the shit is on a piece of paper, that they printed,
that debunks like damn near every other.
So there is no conspiracy because look at the paper.
Basically, yeah.
Jeez.
I was so disappointed.
Jeez,
yeah,
they don't just wow.
I was so disappointed in that. Like,
now, for those of you who smoke weed, I want you to think about what I just said 10 minutes ago. All is mental, right? They place these numbers in our heads, and out of fear, we generate the reality that we're going into. They know this because, listen, if we're all magicians, if I'm a mini magician, you're a mini magician, right? But we don't know we're magicians. That's the key to it, right? But they know that we don't know that we know that they don't know that we're magicians.
I'm following.
So the only way they can get us to activate our magic for their benefit is to place it in our heads, right? And then we manifest that shit, and then they act out the shit we manifest. Right?
Yes.
So if we all have positive thinking, right? And we all say none of this shit exists. None of this shit exists.
Well, you know how when
No.
basically,
No, take the blood, bro.
basically,
Take the blood.
basically,
And because this is where we get deep with that shit.
no, because I know a bunch of people who got sick or like felt they were getting, you know that wave.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know that wave.
It's the placebo effect.
Yeah,
Just on a grand scale.
like I got a headache. I got that.
How many times I called out sick for work and then got sick? I wasn't sick before work, and I called. This is Bowser. Yeah, not gonna make it. It's one of those days. And I hang up the phone, and next thing you know, I'm actually sick. Then I gotta call out sick for real for being sick, right?
Yeah.
Or they give you some shit. Yo, you know, take this pill. Fucking water pill, and you feel amazing. That's why they do what is called a double-blind study. They give some people the real shit, and give some niggas the fake shit, and then they get their results. Yes. If you didn't know you had cancer, how many people in your life, the minute you find out you got cancer, you die? Prior to that, your ass is in the club partying. Damn, that nigga look healthy and shit. Then he found out he had some shit.
And wither away.
And wither the fuck away.
I've seen that,
All right, so this is not too far-fetched.
I get it. I understand what you're trying to say.
To the people in the chat, I haven't worked out all the scientific shit behind it yet. But I'm simply telling y'all, that's why the news is so important to them. That's why them billboards and their movies are so important to them.
Gotcha.
All right?
All right.
You're listening to the
Yeah.
sounds.
See?
Urban X.
Yeah.
So, according to CNBC, Microsoft, Salesforce, whose CEO left last year,
Microsoft and Salesforce.
Salesforce and Oracle, they're all coming up with a plan to develop a digital COVID vaccination passport.
A digital. Didn't somebody say this? See, somebody said this. A digital COVID. Okay. All right.
Vaccine is it will be used by companies and governments and airlines, so people can show proof that they've been vaccinated.
Well, what kind of how they gonna give you that, and how I can't hack it and create my own fake one?
I'm sure it says this is according to the article. It says a digital COVID vaccine passport is being jointly developed by a group of health technology companies who anticipate that governments and airlines will soon be asking people for proof if they've been.
But what I'm asking you is it something?
I'm sure it could be an app.
Is it gonna be in the? Because remember, we heard about it going into the actual vaccines called luciferine. Which is supposed to be like a neomark or something, a glow in the dark kind of mark, which can determine that you've been vaccinated, or is it going to be something on your phone and you have to carry your phone?
So what I'm saying, it says credentials can be stored in a digital wallet of their choice, like an Apple Wallet, iPhone,
Gotcha.
or Google Pay, whatever.
So that means it can be hacked.
Yeah. Oh, and it says, it suggests that anyone without a smartphone could receive paper printed with the QR code.
So you can get the QR code.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that can be hacked. I'll put some young 12-year-old kid on it that I met on YouTube and befriended and told him that me and him are cool. Not no weird, pedophile shit, but just here, create this code for me so I can move around the country.
Yeah. So that's starting.
Speaking of pedophiles, Lady Gaga.
Oh God! Hold on.
Allegedly.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Throw that in there.
Jesus.
Is going to be singing at the inauguration.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is a celebration of pedophilia and Satanism,
Allegedly.
and of child
Jesus.
shit and torture, and spirit cooking.
So okay. So
wait a minute.
Allegedly.
Throw it in there.
okay. So worst case scenario, if you don't believe in the cabal, if you don't believe in any of that stuff, right? If you just heard about it, this would be interesting to you, right?
This is a celebration.
No, like even like her specifically,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. Her by herself. This shit
Like
is.
if you just
Right.
went down any YouTube rabbit hole, saw what you saw, and you don't believe none of it, whatever. You don't believe none of it. That's all mumbo jumbo, whatever. Cool. But the announcement that is still, it's just like
No, that's a thumb in the face for all of them who was on the Adreno and all of that, who weren't getting a fix. What you think gonna be in their cups when they out there celebrating while she's singing the national anthem? And then J-Lo gonna come out and shake her thing?
yeah.
Oh man, this is on and popping. Speaking of spirit cooking,
What happened?
Azalea Banks.
Oh Jesus! Yeah,
It was reported
yeah,
that she dug up her cat
yeah.
named Lucifer.
The cat was named Lucifer.
The cat was named Lucifer.
Oh,
And she boiled him and she ate him.
Allegedly.
So, this is what's going on in this country.
she's a weird one.
Yeah, she has some issues.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say alleged because I don't know how true it is, but that's what's been buzzing over the internet at the current moment.
Somebody said the inauguration is on Epstein's birthday. Is that true?
Might be. I'm not sure. It might be. I don't know when his birthday is, but I do know his cellmate. We hopping all over the place now a little bit. His cellmate died not too long after being released.
Oh, yeah, his birthday is January 20th.
Oh shit. Oh, so this is a major.
Oh man,
This is a major celebration.
oh my God.
Epstein might be in the crowd. It might be so, because they be having them disguises and shit. This is a celebration of the cabal on the highest level.
Oh my goodness.
His cellmate, right? The one who they said they wanted to quiz about what really happened. But Epstein had gave him some drugs and he went to sleep. Simultaneously, the security guards went to sleep.
Yeah.
Simultaneously, the cameras stopped working. What are the chances? All of these things happen at the same time. And as a result, he was able to hang himself from a 4-foot high bed. That's gangster.
Yeah, with materials that's you're not supposed to be able to kill yourself
With material you're not supposed to be able to kill yourself with. Now, of course, they paid off the cellmate. He's like, I don't know nothing. I ain't see nothing. As soon as his ass got home, this is how they always have these wet workers. They come through and clean it up. And 2 years later, less than 2 years, he lived in the Bronx too.
Really?
Yeah, he lived in the Bronx.
The hell's going on here?
And but I didn't find out how he died. They didn't say it. It was in the Daily News. I didn't find out how he died. Like, what happened? Did he get hit by a car? Was he a drug overdose? Because he was known to be on drugs, which is easy. They just put a hot one in you, and that can get rid of you. But look at how many things have happened in Epstein's behalf.
Yeah,
This is amazing.
We were talking about this the other day, how when 9/11 happened and there were like conspiracy theories surrounding that, like that was like one of the first like major events, right? That was just like, whoa, these planes flew these whoa, right? But at this point, when did that happen? 2019? 2019 he died.
No. Oh yeah, he died. Yeah. 2019.
2019 he died. At that point, everybody's kind of like knows what to look for, and the social media, so information flies like really fast, right? So we poking holes and a bunch of different stories that come out. That was one of the most blatant. Like I don't even know what to call that.
And like Wanda Hill said, not even a funeral. He didn't have a funeral. I mean, usually there's pictures of people going in, or hey, well, we're here at the Epstein funeral. It's only his family because he was such a disgusting man. Nothing. And don't give me that shit. He was Jewish, so they gotta bury him within 24 hours. I ain't seen no big curls on this nigga head. Fuck wrong with y'all, man? Shit. They said Epstein was on suicide watch. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know how that works.
And Easy AD or Easy D, they saying, you got to better off believing Jack and the Beanstalk than believing that shit.
Yeah.
And they telling you with a straight face. And what they're hoping now is you just forget about it.
Yeah, they kind of just moved it.
Yeah, because they own the algorithm world.
Yeah.
So they just put things on the timeline that can interest niggas. You know what I'm saying? Just forget about that Epstein stuff. It's over. And boom, boom, boom. So January 20th is going to be an amazing celebration.
Not for you.
Not for you.
For them.
For them.
For them.
You know what I mean? They're going to be toasting Adrena. They're going to be like, yeah, we can get back to business.
Somebody said, where's his lady girlfriend that got arrested? Facts. I didn't see. I didn't even see it when she got arrested. You know what I mean?
When did that pop? You know what I mean? What's going on? Yeah.
Also, apparently, somebody, because there's been a lot of prostitution rings that have been broken up, or like child prostitute, like all of those that have been broken up. Some of them are, I heard, some of them are people that have like large QAnon followings as well.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
So, pay attention to that.
Pay attention to that. And speaking of prostitution or nakedness, there's a new report out from the New York Times that said more women have started a fans only.
OnlyFans. Why do you do this?
Because I don't have an account. It's fans only or OnlyFans?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans account than ever before due to the economy being bad.
Right.
They said 140,000 jobs were lost just in December, all women.
Really?
Yeah, there's something really weird going on here. All women, I'm pretty sure not every single one, but they said the majority of the last 140,000 jobs were lost by women.
Whoa.
So now women have to create the fans only.
OnlyFans.
God damn it, OnlyFans. And so, I told wifey before the show, if shit get raggedy, you better get that fans only shit going. Shit, we got to pay these bills now. Shit. Do they have fan only for niggas? Shit, I'll be out there, huh, ladies? $9?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm saying. So, but it's interesting, and you can't look. These are well-to-do people, but they said it's overpopulated now. So they said it's 90 million subscribers, but it's 1 million accounts.
Wow. Okay.
So it's a lot of women have accounts now.
Yeah.
So how do you go through who you want to open your account with?
Wow.
Right? So even if you got on that early, you know how it is. If you got on that early, you got paid, but now it's ass everywhere.
But,
why should I pay $12 when I can pay $10.99? Why should I pay
free.
$10.99 or free? But see you missing the point. Fans only. You have to be a fan of that person.
OnlyFans.
God damn it. OnlyFans. I think you playing a game with me. When I say OnlyFans, you say fans only.
It's OnlyFans.
Okay, it's OnlyFans. Right? OnlyFans. Right?
Yeah.
So how does that work? You got to build up your following. Because why would I pay?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I
can see that shit for free.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's 90 million. See, here's the thing too, Malcolm. You know how this works. Shit you get for free ain't worth nothing. You know that.
Okay.
Somebody offering you some shit for free, you go, that shit's for free. But if I charge you $125 or something, then it's like, this must be worth something.
Right, okay.
And some women have the audacity, right? They probably look like shit. And they like, you know what? I'm not even going to lowball myself because God told me I was special. It's $49 a month. Niggas be like $49. Let me put my money on that. Some people, you never know. I'm just saying that's the way the pricing game works.
Yeah. Never
outprice your coochie, ladies. If you got $9 coochie, because you got to think about it like this: $9, $9, that should start adding up. And if you go 49, it might be 2 dudes in there. So never outprice your coochie, ladies. Just want to throw that out there. Yeah.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
You can't make this shit up. This shit is just
clearly.
This shit is what it is.
Clearly. Bill Belichick said that he is not accepting the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
It was the highest medal he can receive as a civilian.
Yeah.
And he refused to do so because of the climate.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if the climate wasn't what it was.
Yeah, because he was to rock with Trump.
Yeah, him and Brady.
Yo, nobody. Did you see the shirt that Drew Brees was wearing?
No, I didn't see it.
Before his game, he was wearing the hashtag Say Her Name shirt before his game, right? Now, that wasn't for Breonna Taylor. When the girl from the Capitol Hill building got popped, people on Twitter was saying, well, say her name because she lost her life, boom, boom. And then, black people was like, that's reserved for black women only, boom, boom. So so he's wearing that shirt and nobody asked him who he was wearing that shirt for. And I thought that was...
And they should have, because remember, he already made some statements at the beginning of the year.
Facts, exactly.
About, I ain't kneeling for nothing.
Yeah.
And then he had to double back or backtrack because he was playing with a whole bunch of niggas in the locker room who was going to check him on that. So, and it's hard for black people. Breonna was in her bed, sleeping, and the police killed her. This chick was out there looking for trouble.
Yeah.
She breached a government, checkpoint.
Yeah.
And was breaking glass. I saw the white lady breaking glass to get inside of someone, and then she got clapped by one of her own people. Yeah. Now I understand, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Nobody.
Yeah, Epstein is a Jew spy for Israel. He's Mossad, absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why he's gonna be super protected. Yeah, but so he out there repping for the white girls.
Yeah.
See, white people first.
And he's so passive aggressive with his.
He is, but he's a racist.
I believe it.
He is, but he's playing where he need black people to run and jump and block for him.
Yeah.
So he has to kind of tone it down. So is your man Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just keeping it a beam.
I can see that. So did you hear about that lady? She be on not First Take. She be on Around the Horn. I'm gonna get her name. I gotta get her name. She apparently there was audio, and then she said that she was talking to Kyrie Irving, and he said something like, I'm not property, to these NBA owners, and she said, well, you kind of are. That's how you traded, you signed, you can get. So people are mad at her for saying he was property, but I don't think she meant it that way. But in the sense of NBA, NFL, he is.
See, this is what I mean. We can't be wrong and strong at the same time. So I know the term property.
Sounds,
that's my property.
Yeah.
Out there running around. Anybody seen my property? He ain't been around in about 3 days. Somebody find Kyrie. That's my property. So I know it stings.
Yeah.
But when you sign a contract, or you could be moved from this team to that team, and in football, they make you come out in your underwear and examine you like a goddamn slave, and then they run you through the drill drills. How fast can this nigga run? How high can he jump? What can he lift?
Yeah.
I'm looking for my team, for my plantation. I need 3 strong niggas. Niggas be on that line and hold off them other niggas. On your plantation, what you looking for? You looking for fast? One of them little running niggas, pew, fast out there. So that's how they look at it.
Yeah.
They just don't say that. You got to read $40 Million Slave.
Yeah.
It's in your library.
I read it.
Oh, you read it in your library? Okay, cool. That's the first time I said it's in my library or your library, and you said you read it. Clap that up. Malcolm is coming around. I put some gems in there for him. I couldn't even participate on the Twitter challenge today because it was here's my face, here's my ass.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah, I saw that one. That was a good one.
Malcolm, this is a family show.
Oh.
No, I was watching that one too. Yeah. That one got exciting, and I was watching. He's getting hot in here.
Yeah, the Busted Challenge.
Busted Challenge.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a good one too,
yeah,
right? But then they came out with "This is my face. These are my books." And I said, you know what?
I was going to do it. This is corny.
That's how you flip it, right? Yeah, it sounds a little corny. Yeah. And then I went to go get my books. And you got all my goddamn books. I can't even. Niggas probably don't even think I read around here and shit. Anywho, I don't know how we got off on that.
Me neither. So this week, major news in sports. James Harden got traded to the Brooklyn Nets.
Let's clap down a BK in the building.
Yeah.
From New York. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you think that's going to work out? First of all, they're going to trade Kyrie Irving. But
that's what I think is going to happen. So we need to get our Kyrie interview before he leaves.
True story. True story.
I'm going to DM him because he follows us.
Yeah. We're going to have to DM him and say, listen, bro.
What's up with it?
It's either that now, and I'm not downplaying mental illness because he may be dealing with something. I mean, I think everywhere he's played, it's been a similar story. I think LeBron was able to cover it up a little bit more because all the light was on LeBron. So, and then when he got to Boston, I heard it was a disaster in Boston. They couldn't wait for him to get out of Boston. Not what he was doing on the court, just the off the court antics and things of that nature.
You probably just run with our interview.
Well, then it ain't worth us having if I can't keep it a bean with you, son.
It's facts.
You know, I'm not gonna be one of the people who interview him and be, hey, how you like the game? You're so great. I'm gonna be like, yo, my son, listen, what's going on here? You know what I mean? So. James Harden is there. I think they put James Harden there as an insurance policy because they don't know what Kyrie Irving's state of mind is.
Yeah, I think they kind of threw at him.
You know?
Yeah. So I don't. First of all, I still don't because they don't really have any defense.
Oh no, they're not gonna play no defense.
Yeah, they're not gonna play no defense.
And even Charles Barkley said Kevin Durant used to be with the Splash Brothers, now he's with the Dribble Brothers.
Yeah, basically.
Because this is all. That's all Harden do. And that's all Kyrie do. So on paper they look, they look pretty good, but it ain't gonna be no defense there.
Yeah, and I still think the Lakers got him.
LeBron is already on the phone.
Yeah, he got it.
And he's gonna make one more move probably for Bradley Beal.
That'd be dope.
Or Zach LaVine or somebody. Just because he's been putting that kid Horton on display.
Yeah,
you guys like this? You can have this. So, but it's gonna boil down to LeBron in Brooklyn.
So,
Eli spoke on this. Well, we'll speak on that on the next podcast for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, what do you think Kyrie's going through? Because it seems like right now it's just kind of like the perfect storm for him to kind of walk away from it all. Like that's
I think it's possible he could. This kid grew up without his moms. Very close with his dad, and just all of the things that he's probably just dealing with in general because he's torn between understanding the slave mentality of athletes and being woke, and in that situation is a little tough. You have to know when to be woke and when not to be woke, so to speak. No different than what you do on your job. So don't look down on him when you go to work and, yes, my name is Mr. Dwayne Bowser. And then when you get in the hood, you switch up. We all code switch. And in his sense, he's having a hard time code switching. Because the minute you start burning sage, and not in your arena, in an opposing team's... He did that shit in Boston.
He did that in Boston, that's right.
He did that in Boston. When you do that in the opposing team's arena, somewhere like Boston in particular, because of all that white energy that be around and you want to have a good game, now you're sending antennas up of those who know, okay, this is going to be a rebel rouser, right? And every plantation got one. That nigga right there, my property, I need to get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? So they'll bring him out.
Jackie McMillan, that was the one.
Jackie McMillan. Yeah. Okay. So they'll bring him out and make an example of him, or he'll just walk away from 150 million and we'll go scratching our head. Yeah. How could he do that? But remember, Ricky Williams in football went through something similar. Right? Now, I don't want to simply say it's all mental illness because this nigga was at a party with his sister and his father's birthday with no mask on, breaking protocol. Right? So it's a combination of things that are going on. So Kyrie has a huge ego. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a part of it as well. But when you want to be a part of a team, J Biggs, you have to put your ego in check.
Yeah. So this goes into my next thing when he was talking about the property aspect. George Hill said something about the new COVID protocols.
Yes.
And he was like,
I'm not, listen, you saying I can sweat with a man for 48 minutes, but then I can't talk to him after the game.
Yeah, he says we might as well not be playing if that's the case.
This is hypocrisy on levels beyond levels if you just use your superpower of common sense. Babies whose immune system is already compromised because it hasn't fully developed, they're protected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you are fully developed with probably the best immune system is at danger.
Did you see?
This is the weirdest disease ever.
Fauci's interview on the vaccines?
I saw his interview.
Bro.
I thought I was
so confused.
I thought I was watching an episode of Saturday Night Live.
Right. Like,
the
who's
way
on
he
first?
Who's on first?
Yeah.
What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be the foremost person you can go to. Every answer he gives should be a direct, complete answer that you can't even, you can't even contend that answer.
Yeah.
I was more confused after his
He
interview.
said like you will still need masks because everybody needs to be vaccinated, but then after everybody needs to be vaccinated, you can still catch it, but the vaccine will just help you fight it a little better. And, oh my gosh,
it was the wildest thing I heard in a long time. Yes?
Yeah.
And this is the same guy who was involved with the HIV shit that went down 30 years ago.
Boy. All right. So we'll take another commercial break. We'll be back with an Urban Xcellence Story of the week.
Yeah, how about we do that? We haven't done that in a while.
We haven't done that. So we'll be back.
Yep, early enough to get started on the laundry.
Please don't tell me it's my week to do laundry.
Or you could do what I did last week and order Fresh Spin.
Fresh?
Superior Shea Butter Blends presents Shea on You, the best body butter on the planet. A superior blend of shea butter, cocoa butter, and mango butter infused with 14 essential oils. Originally created to combat eczema, this superior formula also combats psoriasis, rosacea, all forms of dry skin, and acts as an insect repellent with naturally occurring SPF. So soft, so superior.
What makes a great t-shirt? Is it fashion, fit, comfort? Is it what's printed on the front of the shirt? Whether it's a humorous message, political, or a social statement made to bring awareness to a noble cause? At Urban X TV, we believe that all of those things make a great t-shirt and then some. So we wanted to create a t-shirt line that was a little bolder, a little bit more challenging, one that stepped out of the boundaries. So we decided to introduce to you our Not So Subtleties. It's one that speaks to the sentiments of what's going on in our environment today. It's one that will spark conversation. So log on to urbanx.nyc to pick up your Not So Subtleties today. Or shop urbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel. We thank you for your support. Peace.
And we're back
in the mix.
So to those people who are angry that they're just catching us right now, that they didn't get notified, hit the notification bell under our video. Also subscribe to the blog at urbanx.nyc so you can get an email directly so when we're going up
because
live.
there is some shadow banning going on.
It happens,
right?
Yeah.
As popular as we are, we barely scratching 50,000 subscribers, and it is what it is. But shadow banning is definitely going on.
That's real.
Because there are people who told me they have been unsubscribed.
Yeah.
You had to resubscribe. Like, how does that even happen? Mm-hmm. So every time we gain 4 or 5 new 1,000 subscribers, they move a few off the bottom so that we run it in place. But it's all good because you're here and we appreciate you.
All facts.
Being here with us.
Yes.
Yes.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Really quick before we get into the Urban Xcellence Story. I watched Joe Biden get his second dose of the vaccine.
Joe Biden.
Right? He was at a hospital in Delaware.
Okay.
I was watching him get his second dose of the vaccine. Now, I was watching it on the news. I was watching it on TV. The TV glitched as the vaccine went into his arm. Right? So I'm thinking TV's messed up. You know, whatever. I see the same video on Twitter and somebody shows the glitch at the same spot. I swear to God.
Wow.
I promise you. And everybody was like, yo, I thought I was bugging.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Just saying.
But who you gonna believe? Your lying eyes?
Right.
Or what we tell you?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You niggas ain't nothing but property.
I'm trying to go see if you can catch that video. Like, it was like really like, wait, the hell?
They said their goal is to vaccinate 1 million people a day.
What?
I just saw that on CNN.
Also, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is trying to get emergency approval, and they only have one dose.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that there's even different vaccines is
Right.
odd to Malcolm.
That's a really odd thing. And 1 million people a day, they didn't open up baseball fields and football fields and 24-hour places where you can go.
And again, I'm seeing more and more people get it, said they're going to get it, and it's only because of a lingering fear that things will not go back to normal if they don't do it.
Right, but why would you want things to go back to normal? And I mean that in the sense that, nigga, normal ain't been working for black people. You know, normally so we can go back to sleep, so we can get all these concerts in, these movies, watch these games. All of that shit is a distraction. And it's done because that's how the Romans did it. Mm-hmm. Give people wine and entertainment, and you can get whatever you want out of them. So if you mean go back to normal, where you could be put under a mass spell with movies and music and theater and dance, then yeah, they're going to make you want to do that. But I don't want to go back to normal. I'm looking for what's next and what's new and being aware and being more active and being more, you know what I'm saying, control of things. And our problem is we don't want to suffer. And don't take that in a literal sense. Black people and suffering for it. I know that. But I mean in the sense that if we are at the threshold, it gets small there. You know what I mean? Yeah. There has to be a cleansing period so that we come out on the other side. You know what I mean? So we give all that shit up. Yeah, I don't fuck them. They can have all their movies and, you know, not until wifey gets me my big screen TV. But that's beside the point. They can have all of that shit if on the other side of that is a new paradigm or where we have more control of things and we're in control of our lives.
Yeah.
Go back to the old shit. Please, that shit ain't been working for black people.
Facts.
Please. And they're using terms like the new normal.
Yeah.
That's an oxymoron.
Yeah.
How the fuck is something new and normal at the same time? And they say that shit with a straight face. The new normal.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, once verbiage becomes like common across like news, across like different industries, then you know something's up. Like,
yeah, you know, like Alex Fleming said, yeah, they don't want us waking up. They want to rock us back to sleep, but they want to offer you and dangle you what you used to do. Remember remember you used to go outside?
Do you know that that structure downtown Manhattan, the Vessel?
Yeah, they closed it, right?
They closed it because of a string of suicides that happened. It was 3 suicides that happened. First of all, a whole bunch of money got spent on that thing.
Yes.
It was a waste of space, all that. Mm-hmm. But 2, people, they're not addressing the fact that the structure, yes, it's people can just jump off. But the collective mood of people since this whole thing started, like suicides in general,
increasing.
You get me?
Yeah, of course.
So,
and they're not telling you about that.
Yeah.
My man Pinnacle, I don't get his last name. He said, "Listen, he not taking the shot, but he has stock in Johnson & Johnson. So if you Negroes want to take the shot, use his shit, Johnson & Johnson." That's gangsta. I can't blame you. If you niggas want to take it, at least put some money in my pocket while you do so.
Yo, but what they're gonna do is, because you even said it, Biden might make the next stimulus check because he basically
he's been poking his chest out saying it's gonna be $2,000 and we're gonna use some of that 1.9 trillion to help poor people. They're gonna make you line up.
Yeah.
Take the shot and get your check.
Yeah.
Take your shot, get your check. Side note, did you see that commercial in New Orleans?
Oh, that was nasty.
I don't know if y'all saw it. Roll up your sleeve. So now niggas ain't just dancing. They added words to this buffoonery shit. Roll up your sleeve. Come on, get your shot. Roll up your sleeve. Come on and get your shot. Niggas. Yeah. Sheesh.
But let's get to some positivity.
Yes, let's do that. Yeah.
True.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So this week's Urban Xcellence Story of the Week, where we highlight people within that community who are doing great things, no matter how big or how small. This goes out to a black woman named Bianca Smith, who is hired as the Boston Red Sox first professional baseball coach.
Yeah, let's clap that up.
A black woman to be a professional baseball coach. Yes.
The first black woman.
Yes.
To be a baseball coach on a professional team.
Yes.
Her name is Bianca what?
Bianca Smith.
Bianca Smith.
She's 29 years old, and she'll be working with their minor league organization. Mm-hmm. And she's, like I said, the first black woman to coach professional baseball at all. She's worked as an assistant coach and a hitting coordinator at Carroll University in Wisconsin since 2018. And with the Red Sox, she'll be based in the team's player developmental facility in Fort Myers, Florida, working with position players.
Okay, let's clap that up again. Salute to her.
Yes.
She's the Jackie Robinson of this shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it opens these doors for women who want to participate and show that they understand the game on a scientific level and they can teach it to other people. And Boston is critical because they're very racist.
Boston is critical, and the fact that it's baseball is critical as well, because a lot of black people don't play baseball.
True story.
And don't watch baseball because of how long it can take to get to
the pros,
to get to the majors.
Yeah.
So
you gotta go AA, AAA.
Yeah,
all that
it's a really long process. It can be a really long process, but the article goes on. She worked as a director of baseball's operation at Case Western Reserve University from 2013 to 2017, and as an assistant coach at the University of Dallas. So she has the resume, and it's lengthy.
Yes, Adrian Day said the more emasculation of men. I understand all of that. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but somebody's got to be first in those areas if that's what they choose to do. So, I want to be fair.
I didn't see it that way, but
No, but it's important. It's not just how we see it.
Yeah.
It's how our audience can recognize and see things. So I get that as well.
So shouts out to her.
Yes.
We are proud of you.
Yeah, Boston is a very integrated city. But the players have spoken about being called niggas on the field. And this ain't I'm talking about Manny Ramirez and them.
Yeah.
I'm not talking back in the 60s, so to understand that, you know what I'm saying? And they said a white woman was the first base coach last year. And okay, so now other women are making that move, and we don't want to dim any light on Bianca Smith
at all. She's a queen.
She's a queen.
Black queen, man.
And that's what she chose to do. So we want to big that up. I'm going to even drop a flex bomb on
Yes.
Speaking of flex.
Real quick. Before we get there. So, guys, if you have an Urban Xcellence story that you would like to share with us, you can DM me directly at UrbanX_NYC. You can add us on Facebook at the Urban Xcellence Facebook group. What else? You can email us at urbanx.nyc@gmail.com. Also, and tell us your story. If you want to share with us a story, you can do that as well.
Right, because we've kind of gotten away from that, and we want to get back to the whole purpose of Urban Excellence is to shed light on these stories that may not get attention, and it could be anything. You know what I mean?
Yes. We need you guys in the Lennox and Parker magazine. Yo, I owe them an interview. I do. And things got away from me last year. I was having a baby, all that stuff. It got wild.
You on drugs?
All that stuff. Yeah. I was wilding. But I would definitely reach out to them.
You thought about coming out the closet?
Don't do that.
All of that. It was a big
somebody, he made a joke one year about me going to the Pride Parade, and somebody emailed him and let him have it because they thought he was dead serious.
They said, how could you do that? That's Malcolm's own personal business.
I was like, what?
He wants to go to the parade and share pride about his life. I was like, whoa, calm the fuck down. Like, it was a joke and shit. Jeez. Yeah, they really went in.
Yo, but I appreciate the love, man. Like,
they looking out for you.
Yeah. Oh my
Fuck that
gosh.
shit.
They were upset. I was like, whoa.
Calm down, niggas.
Yeah, but that was funny. But yeah, so with that being said, reach out to us.
Reach out to us
because we're trying to foster that community for positivity,
especially for children too.
Facts, hell yeah.
We love when kids are doing something amazing. And, you know, our platform is not that big, but we want to share it with them and let them know that we do recognize with all that's going on with the social distancing and this, that. You got kids doing some amazing things. So, you know, share that.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Okay, now we can talk about Flex.
Yeah, didn't he get some body work done too?
We never talked about that when he got his lipo. He live streamed his lipo. Which was gross.
Yeah, I thought, come on, Flex.
Oh my God.
Flex, come on, man.
Gross.
No man is supposed to be on no damn operating table, sucking fat out his ass. I'm sorry. Flex.
Oh my God.
Come on, Flex. That's a bit much.
But, Flex, he was on, I think Instagram Live with Gilly, and I forgot the other guy's name. Wallow.
Wallow or something. Yeah,
I think so. And they were talking about Drake and Jay-Z. I don't know if you remember Drake's first ever Flex freestyle when he did.
I remember off the Blackberry.
When I saw that, I thought it was so whack because I'm just like, you're supposed to have that memorized, right?
No, I'm from an era when you had all your rhymes memorized.
Right. So
when you see a dude pull out his, and I hate when people do it. That's just me.
Yeah.
Like, dude, have your shit together before. If I book a session for $35 an hour, don't come in there learning your shit, man, because now you taking my time and money for granted. Know your shit.
Yeah, even when I go to like poetry slams, like I don't like the reading off the I need to see you get into that. But he said that the reason why Drake did it, he said because before he went on screen on camera to do it, he knew it already.
Yes.
But on camera, he pulled out his phone and started like reading the rap. So he said he did that to put it in people's minds that, oh, I really write my stuff.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. It was for the aesthetics.
For the aesthetics, like, oh, I really write my stuff. Because he doesn't, right?
Right.
So that was a very, very long game and a very, very, if even Flex to even get to that point, I thought it was like really like, wow.
Yeah, but Flex was trying to give them something that he hadn't told before. He said this is the first time.
He told that before, though.
Oh, I didn't know he told that.
No,
before.
he told that before. Like when the whole Quentin Miller thing first came out, I remember him saying that. I remember him going like, and I remember saying that I was a real like reach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was 09. I don't know. I thought that was. You know, all right. But then he went on to say that if none of that ghostwriting stuff ever came out, Drake would have been his favorite even over Jay-Z.
Interesting.
I thought that was interesting.
First of all, I think him and Jay-Z have some ongoing beef.
Flex.
Yeah, Flex and Jay-Z used to be tight, and obviously they're not tight anymore. Yeah. Flex was the first person I heard chump this nigga Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Or live on the radio.
Yeah.
And I said, what the hell is going on there? Because nobody talks to Hov that way.
Yeah.
But Flex was like, yo, fuck this nigga. You know what I mean? This ain't 09 or 96 or whatever it was. And I kind of felt, you know, I understood. Now, let's get back to the Drake and Jay-Z comparisons.
Okay.
Who makes better songs?
Drake.
Drake, it ain't even close.
Yeah, it's not.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, Jay-Z writes his own stuff, and he steals.
Yes, he does. Nobody talks about that.
Nobody talks about this nigga be biting everybody's style, which is a form of biting.
Yeah.
Now, you wrote it, but if somebody else wrote something similar, then you biting. Right? That's
and not to mention all the Biggie lines he takes.
This is what I'm saying.
Every one of his albums.
All the Biggie lines, Tupac lines, all of this shit. Drake is from the era because Drake is super corporate. And I tell people all that time, for the purist in me, you want to be able to get in the booth with somebody who's writing their own stuff. This ain't about pure hip-hop anymore. That's a small audience that has its own, you know. Now this is about who makes the best record. Who has the budget to make the best record? I grew up in an era you had a SB12 or a Kai MPC, and that was it. And you had your bars, you sampled the hooks, you did. Now these dudes have money for live bands. They have money to bring in singers. They have money and budgets to do so much more. And if you can now get a team of writers to ensure that the song is going to be the best available. Because you know what? Watch this. Your grandma, your mama, and all of them don't care who wrote that song. When they in the club dancing, even a lot of women don't care who the fuck wrote this song.
Yeah.
It's a hot song.
No, so, because people right now are like, wait, no, like, what are you talking about? We're not talking about lyrically.
We're not talking about
lyrically.
Lyrically, Jay-Z
I'm talking about
run
songs.
rings
Like,
around
think
him.
about, think about, when's the last time you heard a 3-verse rap song? Think about that.
Long time.
Verse, chorus. Like, when's the last time you heard that?
Yeah, very long time. I made it a point on my Walk With Me album, plug. You can get that on iTunes and Spotify and all that, right? Came out in 2011, very dope album. To make sure I put 3 verses on every song I did.
Yeah, it was like the last time, because even now, songs are like 2 minutes, 30 seconds now, right? On Rick Ross's last album, Port of Miami 2, it was like 5-minute songs, and I was like, he did a lot of rapping on this. You know what I'm saying?
Joshua, go ahead, continue.
But it's still like weird now to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Drake, what he did, and he has writers and all that. But what he does is he takes the hottest music and then he mimics it to the point where like he's Teflon. You know what I'm saying?
And now we got the Jay-Z fans in the room. I'm not talking about who's the better lyricist.
Conway's nasty.
I'm simply saying over the last 10 years, Drake has not missed on making. Remember, this nigga sing, he raps.
He can go on tour by himself. Jay-Z can't go on tour by himself.
Absolutely. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah, he needs Beyonce.
Not in a vacuum. Who in the room could bust. I'm not talking about that. I'm speaking to commoners now. I'm not speaking to diehard hip hoppers because that's a different conversation. I give the edge to Jay-Z if we're talking diehard hip hoppers. I'm talking about your everyday common folk now. The one who your grandmother gonna get on the floor. Come on now.
Yeah.
Let's stop playing with this. All right? Sometimes I laugh, sometimes I cry. Dun, dun, dun. Come on, man. Don't get me to pull out Drake's whole goddamn list of songs that just hit. Ain't got nothing to do with hip hop. These just hits.
Yeah.
All right? So I understand. And Flex is a music man. Mm-hmm. Flex will tell you, I don't front. One thing he don't front on is the music because he's a DJ. He knows when he puts something on, how this thing is going to move.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking in a vacuum of just hip hop and all that. You know what I'm saying? Drake's got the melody in music. Jay-Z got the lyrical flow. I can agree with that. Right?
Yeah.
Who's gonna listen to lyrics other than purists? Mm-hmm. Most of the time, even when you hear a hot record, the first thing that grabs you is the melody, which is the hook. That's why the hook on a song is more important than your lyrics. People get around to the lyrics later. Unless you're a lyricist, you tuned in right away. Oh, what did he say? Oh, the double, triple entendres. The first thing we're looking for is the beat and that melody and that hook. And that's what sells the records.
And before the ghostwriting stuff came out, on a rap verse, Drake did not miss either.
That's what I'm saying. When he just kicking rhymes, he still didn't miss.
He still did not miss.
I don't care who wrote it for him, he didn't miss.
So I want you to think about that too. Like the last joint he just did with Wayne, like he
just went off.
The BB King freestyle, he went stupid on that.
Yeah,
it was just like, yo,
it's crazy. This shit is. So whoever his team is, and I'm pretty sure Wayne had a team too. Because I listened to
I did too.
Early Wayne, he didn't sound nothing like that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he reinvented himself because corporations have too much money invested in these guys for them to miss. Like
Gilly said he was writing for him.
Yeah, Gilly was writing for him. All of these R&B artists do it.
Yeah.
Right? They all have, nobody says anything about that. It's because when hip hop, in the purest sense, it was about battle and combat. We are way beyond that. So I need my purists to sit the fuck down somewhere and understand this is not that era anymore. Yeah. There's still a few who still abide by those rules. I'm with all of that too. I get that. But this is a new era now where all of these dudes are being paid by corporations and they want to make sure and ensure that they put out a hot goddamn record.
Yes.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
That was funny. So I came across this article. It's not anything new. It's actually a year old, but nobody talked about it last year. That scientists created their first ever living programmable organism. Now,
Malcolm, what does that mean?
Organism. So what they did was they use artificial intelligence and biology. They use frog cells.
Okay.
To make an organism that is that's less than 1 millimeter long and has about 1,000 living cells in it, and it's programmable to what they want it to do. And they use their own cellular activity and can live up to 10 days.
Wow, that's some scary shit.
Xenobots.
Yes. So this is sort of like nanobots.
Yes.
These are xenobots.
I think,
so it can,
smaller.
if they can put it in you.
Yeah.
And it has 10 days. Mm-hmm. So whatever they program into it, it can manifest or do its duty in 10 days.
Yes.
Now let me look at that from a medical standpoint.
Mm-hmm. I'm putting the link in the chat.
Black Dot ain't got no kidneys.
Right.
They can inject this what the fuck is it called?
Xenobot
inside of me and say, look, nigga, get this nigga some kidneys. Y'all got 10 days to get to work. And it will regenerate something or
make you sick faster.
Or they can put the shit in and say, go kill somebody. So you got to look at technology two ways, right? Mm-hmm. The technology itself is not bad if it's used for good things, but that also opens the door for those who want to do crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
And program some shit in you where 10 days you be acting different, and then you could be other than yourself.
So,
right?
Yeah.
You want to take the most masculine man in the world? And then that nigga be like, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? You know something what we gonna do for you at Urban X? For the next 20 days, we gonna drop the prices. 28 for 28 is coming soon. Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Oh yeah, shit can happen. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
That's funny.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Somebody asked, do we think Drake has a classic album? I think Take Care was a classic album. And
I think that was a classic album.
And I think Nothing Was the Same was a classic album.
Yeah. For what they stood for, I would say it was a classic album.
Yeah.
Now Jay-Z probably got about 4 classic albums.
Easily.
And then it's hard to compare eras. Right, so Jay-Z comes up from a different era when you were literally still buying CDs, and he owned all of his masters, and he was able to really reap the benefits of that kind of stuff. And then we went into the streaming era, and the streaming era led to the next paradigm. And since Drake has been on, you know what I mean, since this dude has showed up, what's that song he did with Chris Brown back in the days, or Trey Songz? Successful.
Yeah.
Ever since I heard Successful, that was the first time I heard this kid. I said, okay, I like where this kid is going with this. And then he started singing and harmonizing. And if you know anything about hip hop, when you start talking about the Cold Crush Brothers, Fantastic Five, Treacherous, these guys were harmonizing. They were taking commercials and movie theme songs, adding hip hop beats to it, and doing this 4 and 5 part harmonizing. And the Cold Crush were the absolute best. And then along came the Force MCs, not the Force MDs, the Force MCs, and they took the harmonizing to a whole nother level. And so before we were just kicking hardcore rhymes, there was a harmonizing period. So this sort of reminds me of, getting back to melodies. And that's a lot of these young dudes survive now more off melody. Look at A Boogie with the hoodie.
Yeah, side note, he's being sued for like 250,000 for damage left to a mansion that he was renting.
And he was renting that for his boys.
Because we talked about this like 2 years ago, if you remember. It was like some doc on Netflix, and it came out that he brought like he had like a mansion for his boys to just stay at. And I was like, yo, that's dumb.
But on the surface, I understood, because you have to take care of the people who take care of you.
I get it.
So you can't have hungry niggas around you while you busting down steak and champagne and your boy's ribs is touching, because those will be the niggas that get you.
Yeah.
So in his mindset, let me create a mansion for my dudes, but you got to think about what's going to happen in that mansion.
Right.
Rape, Some chick could say rape.
Somebody could have guns in there, which he just got caught with guns.
Drugs.
Yeah.
So you have to understand these is dudes from the hood, and you put them up in a mansion, all of these, and you're going to be the one liable for it.
Exactly.
Since it's in your name. So that's something that he needed to think about.
Yeah, so that was my own thing. But that's just really off topic. Oh, we watched the first episode of the Tiger Woods doc.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Whoa, super interesting.
Very interesting. I recommend everybody to go watch it. It's on HBO Max now.
Yes.
Yeah. One of the interesting things I saw, his father was ex-military, so I knew that. Right? So
I didn't know he was a Green Beret.
Yeah. So I knew he was like, I knew that's why like he was so like tough on Tiger's like training and things like that. But the guy that also worked with his pops was a military guy who taught Tiger these like hypnosis secrets to put yourself in a trance,
right?
To be ultra focused. And I was like, yo, that's
mind control.
Yeah, that's sick.
This is a Manchurian Candidate.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Focus is a critical part of what separates him from others.
Yes.
But a military man is the one who was teaching him these techniques. His father being a Green Beret, that struck me as a little odd.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times when we don't understand the military's role in a lot of things we see. A lot of the stuff we see are psyops carried out by the military. Now, for me, the opening 4 minutes of the movie of his documentary were the most telling to me. When his father was on that platform saying, this man that I'm about to introduce to you is going to be a gift that changes the world. And and as passionately as he spoke about something that was to come was something very amazing, as if he knew who Tiger Woods was and was going to be. And to watch Tiger operate in the shadow of his dad was very tough on him. You know what I mean? And, Tiger didn't have an opportunity to have regular life. And as a result, he became a goofy to when it came time for his swag to be up. So he can, he didn't have any swag. And we're going to get to that in part 2, which comes out on the 17th.
Okay.
It's interesting. So we learned a lot about him, his dating game. He dated white women. I'm not too surprised about that because of the proximity of where he lived and where he went to school at. He called himself a Cabal-Asian or something, which pissed a lot of people off then, and I understood why. Because you can't go play golf at this court. It ain't because you are Cabal-Asian, it's because you black.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But his understanding of geometry and metrics and distance and how to hit, he was hitting balls, right? That were going up the hill.
Yeah.
Coming back down the hill, going back up the hill, and going in the dam. So to the magnitude of that. Now he's playing an elite sport called golf.
Yeah.
See, this was the white man's last. It was his private. We don't want no niggas around here doing none of that nigger shit, right?
That boogie woogie.
That boogie woogie shit. Cause these niggas will figure out how to hit that motherfucking proper. The nigga done hit the ball 200 goddamn yards. Never seen nothing like it before in my life, right? They don't want none of that. So by him to bust open those doors and wear that green jacket at the Masters, this shit is called the Masters, open up a floodgate of people who wanted to play golf, and then he didn't like the fame. Same thing, it's the same narrative with Michael Jordan. When you see his document, this fame thing that a lot of you dudes are after, it ain't what you think it is. When you can't sit down for a few minutes and just enjoy yourself without all people draining your energy. Yes?
Yeah.
So I thought it was a great documentary. The very end of it.
That wasn't a guy.
The very end of it. No. I'm just telling you.
She just spent a lot of money on plastic surgery.
Okay, whatever that was. Did you see her face?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It was bad. Bad surgery. Bad surgery.
Yeah. But so they're going to get into now the drama part. Yeah. Hey, this is Tiger.
Yeah.
If my wife calls, tell her, you don't know me. We never met. Like, what nigga with any kind of street skills say that kind of shit?
Yeah.
He didn't have a scam likely number in his phone and shit.
He didn't.
They didn't have that at the time.
They didn't.
Yeah. So I think it's worth seeing. I would never put that kind of pressure on
man.
my child. You know what I mean?
When you watch docs like his, even Jordan, you realize like the sacrifice it takes to be that great.
Yes.
And you got to think about like, do you even want that at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like you like a social life, you like a normal kind of life. So
to be everything you have to be to pull that off requires a laser focus. So you have to want that.
Like an abnormal laser focus.
Yeah, yes, it's abnormal. Kobe was abnormal.
Right.
So that's why he stayed in it. That shit was just abnormal. He said he would work out twice before the team even showed up to work out. Then he would work out after they left. So, but what it does is it keeps you out of trouble at the same time. So when LeBron is able to have a family, you know what I mean, and kids, and somewhat of a normal life, you kind of you big that up because a lot of these dudes didn't have that.
Right.
They were laser focused on, but you have to be laser focused because it's something you want.
Yeah.
You wanted to play football, let's play football. Marcus, your older one, to play basketball, go play whatever it is you want to do. My daughter loved to dance, so she became sort of obsessed with dance. I never wanted to be that dad that forced anything on my child. Right. Me and you sitting here, we're not as alike as people think we are. You know what I'm saying? I'm the more metaphysical, spiritual one. Malcolm is the more logical one. He does his own thing. I would not want to replicate myself so that my ego can be, you know what I mean? That's not what this is about. This is opening up lanes and supporting your children in the chat and talking to all of you, whatever it is they into. But to have them make that kind of sacrifice because perhaps you're living vicariously through them is only going to hurt them in the long run.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So the ex-Michigan governor Rick Snyder and 8 others were criminally charged in the Flint water crisis.
Drop a bomb to that shit.
I'll drop a bomb after.
Like, what took them so long? You know what I mean?
The attorney general announced that criminal charges for 8 former officials. The group faces 42 counts related to the drinking water incident, and the crimes range from perjury to misconduct to office to perjury in conduct and involuntary manslaughter, because 12 people died as a result of that water.
And I'm pretty sure much more than that died. They just keeping the numbers low not to create hysteria.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of money that came through Flint from a lot of donations, and y'all can't fix a water problem.
Yeah. Still.
Now, that means something else is going on. People stealing the money. And now there's going to be consequences to pay for that. More white people going to jail.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
Hopefully,
Yeah, well, this is step one. I dig it.
So that's what's going on now. It says Snyder, who left office 2 years ago, he's facing 2 counts of willful neglect, but both are misdemeanors and carry a maximum sentence of 1 year in prison. So
just 1 year?
He slaps on the wrist, B.
For stealing probably $50-60 million.
Yeah.
Damn, man, white crime pays.
It does,
You niggas
bro.
gotta stay off this street crime shit, because that ain't the way to go. You need to do sophisticated white collar crime. Is you be in jail playing tennis and shit, you know.
If you even get that far. Remember, the kid whose father was a Supreme Court judge in New York City, when he got arrested, he posted bail, $100,000 bail. Like that. And he stole, I think, like $3,000 worth of cop equipment.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get a slap on the wrist. And if you're familiar with Midwood in Brooklyn,
yeah, facts. You know what that community is all about.
You know who that community is.
And what about the one who got arrested and he got a special diet?
Oh, facts. He don't eat nothing but organic food. And they approve what the hell he's got.
I like that. If I go to prison, this is blacked out. I'd like that.
I'm a vegan.
I am a vegan. Some vegan meals out. That, you know what I'm saying? Everything organic, sir. Yeah, nigga, whatever it is. Bam! Slam a piece of bologna down. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
And I stuck my young in that shit, nigga. Jeez, how the audacity of you to order at this facility I'm at. It's a lot of men's is around, but I was waiting for a menu.
Yeah.
Nigga, this is prison.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand, but I need the organic menu. Get the fuck out of here. Watch niggas. Niggas catch on quick. It's going to be some niggas who try that shit. Yo, assalamu alaikum. You know I don't eat no swine, and I want organic meals now. Yeah, that's my religion. I need organic meals. Yeah, sure. It's worth a shot.
It'd be like that, yeah.
It's worth a shot.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So there's a rapper named YFN Lucci, and he's being held without bond for an alleged murder.
Why is
in
that
Atlanta?
News? Rapper.
I know.
Murder, innocent is probably in his song. He put the lyrics in the song.
I think
Thursday, in front of 7-Eleven, I sent the nigga to heaven. Yep, Thursday, 7-Eleven. A nigga did go to heaven. Go pick this nigga up. Yep.
Yeah, it says the alleged victim is part of his crew. Cops say the guy's name is James Adams. The cops said the guy was seen on video before the shooting, saying that they're about to F the city up and things like that. So yeah, he just turned himself in. The guy YFN Lucci.
Is he like a popular rapper in
Atlanta? He dates Lil Wayne's daughter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's going to jail.
Yeah, you think so?
That nigga's going to jail.
Apparently Trump is going to pardon Lil Wayne.
He needs to pardon Bill Cosby. I heard Boyce Watkins say that, and I agree.
Yeah.
Come on, Bill done did his time, man. You know what I mean? Let Bill go and live his last few years. And free Lil Wayne. Come on, man. Free Lil Wayne. He ain't hurt nobody.
Yeah.
Let's get some questions.
Facts. Let's get some questions in the building, man.
We got 1,600 people in here, 700 likes. Think we can get up to a rack?
I think so, too.
I think by now you should have known if you liked us or not.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us for the first time, either you like us or you don't, Bill got state crimes, though. Yeah, not federal. That's true.
Yeah.
Wow, that ain't gonna work for him. Females call 911.
Somebody said, how come battle rappers don't make classic albums? Because they really can't make songs.
It's different than making songs.
Yeah, like the punchlines, because battle rap is about punchline.
Right, so they bring that into the song process. And good songs are not about punchlines.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, bro. That's why like a lot of mixtape rappers don't really do well.
No, that shit is about melody and hooks.
Remember Corey Guns? Corey Guns was nasty, but like his songs don't really.
Right, melodies and hooks is where you're gonna live at. And I tell people, young people who be at me, yo, what do you think? Work on the melodies and work on those hooks and get those tight, and then say something of significance, because on the second or third go round, now people want to see how did you ride that beat. You know what I'm saying? What was your cadence like, your style? What kind of, entendres, double and triple entendres you put in that? But the melodies and hooks.
Big L has some dope songs, though, because he said just like Big L. He had some great songs.
Who?
Big L.
Oh, because Big L, remember, battle rapping, back in the days, there was no such separate categories.
Yeah.
You just knew how to rap.
Yeah.
And then you were learning how to make songs. So Big L came up in that era where the first order of business is my bars.
Yeah.
And then now we're getting into song making and understanding the hooks and songs. So Big L could have managed either way. You know what I mean? Absolutely.
Somebody said, what scenario would you rather be true? Aliens are real, or humans figure out time travel? That's a good question. Go.
I'm going to say time travel.
I think time travel, so I don't know the rules of time travel, because like every movie has their own rules.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that just mess things up here?
Oh, so
first thing black people would do.
So now you get deep, God. Yeah. Hold on. So you saying like it'll be a rip in time?
Yeah.
If we move
the butterflies,
time,
yeah.
The butterfly thing.
The butterfly
so then
thing.
I be fucking shit up like everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I keep trying to redo the shit and keep fucking up. Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, but the aliens like. No, you know what? I probably go with aliens, because then they can explain time travel to me, Lord. Yeah. Ask them niggas. Them niggas know. How you think them niggas got here, son? Wow, nigga, that shit is tough. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Good answer. That's my final answer. That's my final answer.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm gonna fuck with the aliens and ask them niggas a whole bunch of questions. Like, how'd y'all niggas get here? Y'all niggas from 40 light years away. Get the fuck out of saying. Why? What kind of chicks y'all got up there? Like, they, you know, they with that? They got OnlyFans up there? You know? I said it right, didn't I? OnlyFans. See, that ain't that stupid. Yeah. Give me a minute. Figure this shit out.
Y'all heard about Lamar Jackson endorsing Trump to free Kodak? What y'all think about that? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't really know.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I think they're gonna lose. Who they play this week?
Malcolm. Y'all ever smoke a blunt together? No. Mm-mm. Malcolm, have you ever smoked weed? Like, has that been? Yeah. You have?
Yeah, but I've never been like. I have friends who can't.
No, I'm listening. As a parent now, I just turned into a parent on this nigga. Really?
Yeah, I have friends who can't function without smoking.
That shit is.
I didn't like that.
That shit is a part of life.
Yeah,
I can't remember at least 6 years of my life.
Yeah.
Now I do edibles sometimes.
Yeah, I remember one time which
niggas think is soft.
I remember at my college one time we were like online to play laser tag because they brought like laser tag into like the big gym, and we got to the front of the line, and two of my friends were like, "Yo, I think we should roll up first." I was like, "Y'all, what?"
Yeah, that makes the game crazy because then the lasers is coming like.
We just waited on this whole line. I was like, y'all got problems, bro.
Yeah, Lord Jamar clowned me and shit. He was like, ... No, you gotta roll this shit up. And I'm not eating no fucking cookies, Dot. You know how Lord Jamar talk. He like, nah, the ritual is in the weed. I felt all like inadequate. I was like, no, I'm just saying. Yeah.
I mean, you could do that.
You could eat a cookie, you know, and get the same effect.
That's mad funny.
Never mention that shit to that nigga again.
If I ever ate shrooms, no, I want to though. But I want like the you know, the environment got to be right for that. You know what I mean? For
what kind of environment?
I need all 8 Harry Potter movies, right?
No, this is what you need.
I need Chinese food. I need halal food for lunch. You know what I'm saying? I just need my environment need to be right. You know what I'm saying?
No, you need boom, drums playing. Ladies running around and shit. That's what you need. You know what I mean? Shit. And then you got to come back with something, nigga. You went up.
True.
What did you come back down with?
True.
Don't come back down with tomorrow's weather. It's gonna be raining and shit. I saw rain up there. You gotta really get into that shit. Yeah.
Ravens play the Chiefs. Yeah, they're gonna lose.
Ravens play the Chiefs. The Ravens don't play the Chiefs.
No, they don't.
The Browns play the Chiefs.
Browns play the Chiefs, yeah. They're going to lose. But you never know. Listen. You know what's crazy?
If the Browns get that running game going.
Yeah.
Because one thing I've been noticing about the Chiefs lately.
They can't play defense.
They can't play no defense. Yeah. You know what I mean? So the running game keeps Patrick Mahomes.
Ravens play the Bills. Oh, that's a good one.
Now, wait a minute. The running game keeps Patrick Mahomes
on the sideline.
And eats up the clock. And I keep calling this nigga Sanchez. He remind me of Sanchez, but he's the quarterback.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
For the Browns.
You got me
Come on, Cavalier. You know who I'm talking about. That motherfucker that is quarterback for y'all. If he can throw a bomb or two, they can win. Yeah.
Why'd I forget his name too? I don't know.
Yeah. I asked Eli. Eli be like, come on, Dad. Damn. Eli be having to bring me up to speed on half this.
Did y'all hear about the guy who... Yeah, I just told my pops about that. The guy, he has 2 password attempts to
that's crazy.
$200 million in crypto.
Like, how do you
Baker
forget?
Mayfield is his name, by the way.
Who?
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. Thank you to the chat. How do you have 2 more times?
Because he probably 10 years ago just had bread.
Yep.
Just had Bitcoin and then forgot.
Forgot about it. And then he looked and said, that shit is 200.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough.
That's sick.
Because you know how often I forget my password?
Yeah.
I got to create a new one every week. They go, damn, nigga, what the fuck?
It's the same variation of the same password.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit. But here it is, 200 million, and you like...
He should do some shrooms, come back with the password.
That's what he need to do.
Yeah.
He need to do some shrooms and come back with that password.
Yeah. It's probably password 1.
Or call me in. Yeah, shit is probably ABC123.
Yeah.
I'll go up, but you got to cut me in on that. I'll go up on the shrooms for you, but you definitely got to cut me in. I just saw a case where a mother, an aunt, and a nephew both won the lotto.
Oh, for real?
You know what I mean? It was $600,000, $300 for him, $300 for her, and then the aunt got pissed and said, "I want my other $300,000."
No way.
She said, "I only put his name on the ticket for good luck, and I still love him, but I want my money." I said, "God damn, grandma, $300,000."
That's crazy.
That's enough money for you to go play bingo forever, Grandma.
Yeah, the fact that this
that shit a turn, motherfuckers a turn on you.
The fact that he has 2 attempts left because I'm guessing they don't got the forgot my password.
Nigga, no, ain't none of that shit. Yeah. But they should have it.
No, but I guess.
But it's crypto.
I guess it's a lawless land. Like, yo.
Talk to my man Elijah.
What happened to common sense?
Yeah, what happened to common sense? They may have some new laws now. Cause that's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine looking at 200 million. It's right there. All you gotta do is put. Damn, that's enough to.
Somebody said, "Dot, you'll appreciate this. It's been 20 years since the Ravens played in their first Super Bowl. That's true.
Okay.
And 30 years since the Bills played in their first Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, and they missed that field goal.
Yeah, they missed 4. Wait, they lost 4 in a row.
Wide right. Oh, that started the trend.
They lost 4 in a row.
They lost 4 of them shits in a row.
Oh man,
niggas was creating. Niggas was creating turn. That's some bullshit, man. Not bullshit. Niggas was saying nope. That's some bullshit. You just pulled on me, son. They lost 4 Super Bowls in a row.
I stopped playing. Bro.
Side note: my Cowboys smoked them twice. It was the last 2 we won. We smoked them niggas twice, and I didn't feel too bad about them. But hey, it'd be dope if they win one. I'm not a hater. I saw your man Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, he got a little
something with them. Okay,
that's a different bag of money right there.
That's a different bag of money. You get in that NFL money. And he said he's starting a sports agency.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? Now he's diversifying the portfolio.
Yeah, it's tough.
Because I don't want to hear gang stories and drug stories for the next 10 years. I don't, Benny. I rocks with y'all. Yeah. I told you I rocks with Griselda. I just do not want 10 Griseldas. Because just like everybody else is monkey see, monkey do, so is the music industry.
That's a fact.
Everybody is searching now for their version of Griselda. And then we have watered down replications of the authenticity
yes.
of who they are, and it sends us into a whirlwind.
Thoughts on Clubhouse? We talked about that earlier.
Yeah, they can keep that.
It's just a faster version of Twitter.
We took a beating by the 49ers that year. I remember. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I said the Twitter. I mean, Clubhouse is just a faster version of Twitter.
It's just niggas who like to hear their own voice now.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
And Twitter's about to have that.
Yeah, so Twitter's about to do the same shit.
Like they're about to do the same thing.
I'm just tired, man. This social media shit is wearing niggas out, and we think we making progress and we not.
Yeah.
So to those who like it, that's fine, and those who don't, it is.
Somebody said another brick moving song. I need that. I feel you. I be the same way.
I mean, when I'm in my brick moving moments,
yeah,
I live vicariously through them niggas too. But I want to keep that in perspective.
Did you listen? Did you get a chance to listen to Jasmine Sullivan's thing?
No, except the one song you let me listen to. But I like Jasmine, and I purchased one of those Wooja vests. I don't know if you guys saw this. Is these sound vests? Me and Eli purchased some shits. You clip on and the sound vibrates.
Why do you need
your
that?
Body.
Why do you need that?
Because I need to feel my music, young man.
Like why?
You listen to music. No. You gotta feel that going through your body. Eli's a gamer.
Yeah.
So he needs to be when he ain't called a
That is kind of tough.
Nigga need to feel them shots coming through.
That is tough, yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I listened to my own album, Walk With Me, another plug, get it on iTunes and all that. With that vest on.
Yeah.
Oh. And you put the vest on too.
I did. It was tough.
And it's tough,
yeah,
right?
It was, yeah.
Wooja. I don't work for them, but if you can afford $400 for a vest.
Somebody say, hey, y'all in-house print our shirts. We do.
We do.
Yes, we do.
We do everything in-house.
You know what I'm saying?
We do.
Yeah, we talked about Harden NYC earlier.
We did.
Guapcoin, don't know what Guapcoin is. Is that another crypto?
Guapcoin, Aquarius Maximus. She was on King Simon Presents and Black Magic 363. I saw her name listed, but I haven't had an opportunity to check her out yet.
Somebody said 20,000 troops on the Capitol. Thoughts? Again, it's one of those things where it's just like since when do we need 20,000 troops for just angry civilians? You get what I'm saying? Like that makes no sense to me.
And this enemy is different because see, if the enemy is black, you can see these niggas coming. Look, it's a whole bunch of black people running down this way. This is what we're gonna do.
Right.
This enemy is white. You know what I'm saying? Or so the enemy is on the other side of the fence, on that side of the fence. Like, this is some really spy shit going on.
Yeah. Guap coin is a black crypto coin. So like this year, I promised myself I will get more educated in crypto, in the markets in general.
And you've made an investment. You know, I don't want to put your business out there.
I'm for my business. I'm up right now.
You know, you up.
Don't even, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm old school. My money is under the mattress. Yeah, that's where my money is. All right, both sides of the fence. True story. Black Dot and Malcolm, when third stimmies come in, are you going to get your caddy? Now, that caddy is expensive. That's 80 racks.
That's a beast.
We need to have a come up out here, for me to get that one. That you ever tried?
I got a kid now.
Ayahuasca? If so, how was it? If not, would you try it? I would try it. I haven't tried ayahuasca. But that's something I'm willing to rock with. But then you need your guides there. You know, Hank Rising Sun is probably the best that we know in our community, creating the environment that you're going to need and the protection you're going to need so that you don't go up there and you see something, you ain't supposed to see, or you get spooked out. Motherfucker come inside your body.
I saw a video on Twitter of some guy. He was in his self-driving Tesla. He was at the cemetery, and it wouldn't move because it was a person in front of him. Or that's what the car was telling him.
That's some spooky shit. Yeah. Saw that. Yeah. Nah, son.
Damn all that
shit. True story. Fuck is he doing in the cemetery anyway?
He could have been seeing a loved one.
True.
Are you judging people?
True. No. I'm not going to do that. I think that's about it for the night, guys.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you guys. We want you guys to have a good, safe weekend.
That's 2 hours.
Yeah, we gave it to y'all.
Yeah, we spoiling y'all now. God damn it. Y'all.
Have a good, safe weekend.
Let me check those likes. 843. Ooh. People didn't like us tonight.
Get those likes up, B.
Get those likes up,
B. And
Black
subscribe to the blog.
You ever had a bad trip? Yes. Absolutely.
I think everybody's had one of those.
I've had a couple where I prayed to God. I said, God, if you return me to earth, I won't do this shit again.
Yeah.
But what I didn't tell God was, I won't do this shit again until next Friday. No, I've had some bad trips. I'm not wrapped too tight. Yeah. I'm really not. I put it together here to keep you guys, but I'm really not wrapped too tight.
That's funny. All right, guys.
With that being said, where can we be reached?
Instagram and Twitter at UrbanX_NYC. You can subscribe to the blog to get updated when we're going live and other stuff that we have going on at urbanx.nyc. You can add us on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook on the Urban X and the Urban Excellence channel.
And tomorrow you will see me on Instagram.
Live. And he might call somebody in. I'm going
to call somebody.
I'm going to have to teach you how to use it because I can see you messing that up.
I'm going to fuck all that up.
Yeah, I can see you messing that
up.
The
first time, forgive me because I don't know what I'm doing. What are you saying now? Ads. Oh, yeah, don't forget.
Oh, right.
For February, if you want some ads, hit us up at sales@urbanx.nyc. Sales@urbanx.nyc as we pump this thing back up. So, I will make mistakes tomorrow.
Yeah, I can see it. I'm going to have to.
And we'll have to bring people in and we can talk.
Yes.
And it's going to be the same, just like the HULC. I want you to ask any questions that you may have, and we're going to get that thing popping tomorrow. All right?
So, that being said, guys, peace.
We love you all.
Appreciate y'all.